We were talking about the 6-month gray area a few minutes ago, which, Sisney, was news to you that people can date and be in a gray area for month to month to month to month, up to 6 months or more.
Yeah, I just find that fascinating.
We should instate a rule that says no red flag throwing in the gray area.
Why?
I don't know, because it just feels right.
No,
But
you should look for red flags right away.
Yes, red flags. The reason you have red flags is during the gray area to know if it's...
Tanya, you're not great with red flags. Let's be honest.
But the red flags are not red. This red flag was not a red flag because they were in the gray area.
Hold on for a second, just so we're clear. She was bothered that he went on a trip or was going on a trip with his ex-girlfriend is a red flag in a gray area. Because if he is still doing that, he's not focused on you or trying to move things forward with you. And by the way, you would have been completely preaching this if you weren't in the relationship expert category that you are now.
I have been there on your journey, Tanya, before Robbie, and all the relationships that you were in. And we would point out these red flags to you and be like, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. And you'd be like, no, I'm still going to go out on another date, or I'm going to, you just don't see them. When you're in the relationship, you don't see them.
That's why we're here, and you're welcome.
Yeah.
So then what was the other thing, Tanya, that we were going to come back to? What did we put a pin in?
Oh, I said, do you want your future wife to be your best friend? Or do you want to keep your best friend to your dude friends and then your wife to be your
No, I think you want your wife. For me, I'd want my significant other to be my best friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's your number one. That's your go-to.
Absolutely.
Always.
Why? Do you have it differently?
No, I was just asking you.
Does he think differently?
For me?
Does Robbie consider his best friend to be his guy, best friends?
No, I think he considers me to be his best friend, and I feel the same way about him. But I was just curious about you.
Something seems not right here. All
I
right.
don't know.
Let's get to what Sisney was talking about. Imagine having to fill out a questionnaire for a first date. So you're saying people are doing this?
I love this so much. A woman has revealed that the guy she's dating gave her a pre-date Google survey to ensure that she would have a good time. At first, when I saw this, I thought it was crazy, but I don't know that I hate it so much now. Katrina posted a video on her TikTok account revealing the bizarre moment, and it's a questionnaire that her now boyfriend, Graham, asked her out before this date. So this worked. The survey started with a really great opening. I thought it was kind of cute. It said, "You have agreed to go on a date with Graham. Congratulations. He promises a good time with your preferences in mind." And then he said, "I'm going to present to you a bunch of first date options. Please select what you want to do. Dinner and a movie, visit a museum, a hike, a beach day with ice cream, or skating and hot chocolate."
Wow.
I love this.
It's kind of cute. And then he said next on the agenda was preferred clothing for the date. It ranged from pajamas to an evening gown. And it had a few other selections and whatnot. But once she filled out the form and sent it back to Graham, he then made a formal invitation and sent it to her, detailing everything that they were going to do on the date, almost like an itinerary.
Right. So is this a template questionnaire that you can find? Or is it something he devised and wrote himself?
It's something he devised and wrote himself, but you could definitely a quick Google search.
I think it's brilliant. It's cuts really cute to immediate good times. It really makes it hard to fumble if you know going in what the likes and preferences are. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of for it. And I think it becomes a really cute springboard for so many other things.
I think so too.
It worked out for Graham, right?
Yeah, he got the girl.
Patty, what do you think?
I think we just found like the cure for divorce. Asking what your partner wants.
Well,
yeah, people change.
I think time changes people. The questionnaire has to evolve.
But nonetheless, if you ask what your other partner wants, and if you try to meet that, then you have a perfect harmony.
Well, it's a great exercise to try to get there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you're talking about two strangers, and before you go on that first outing to know preferences, you can't lose. You kind of can't lose. You cannot drop the ball. I don't know what you do in the second date.
When you ask someone what they want.
Yes. And it's something, even better, if it's something that you want too.
Mm-hmm.